Okay, hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by for the second episode of ADHD&D, now with more podcast. This is my co-host Yato.
Hi.
I didn't know
New
how to
podcast. Yeah, how to roll in that?
yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
quite sure how to do that. But we're here today and we actually have a plan, which is
Rare.
so much better for us, honestly.
It's also
Um
rare for us because we
it's
almost never go in with a plan.
completely rare. A lot of the time we just start yapping. Um, but yeah, today we're going to be ranking D&D classes. We're using 5e tools, which is just my go-to for everything Dungeons and Dragons. Let's be
Uh,
honest.
Such a great
Everything.
site.
It's such a mwah, mwah, it's a beautiful site. Um,
Wonderful if you're broke.
oh my God, especially if you're broke.
Oh,
What? Um, I'm gonna say this now so that
yeah.
no one gets upset. Blood Hunter is not on here, and therefore we will not be ranking it.
I have even played a Blood Hunter.
Same, same.
I
I don't.
I played with the Blood Hunter, I think, but haven't played one.
I've never played a Blood Hunter. I've never played with anyone who has chosen the Blood Hunter class. I know that it's original to Critical Role. That's all I know.
I
That's all I know.
I would like to play a Blood Hunter one day, but
One
I gotta
day.
get through the rest of the classes first.
Maybe Ko could could multi-class into him.
Multi-class in the Blood Hunter.
Uh, okay. We're just gonna go, yeah, in alphabetical order. So
All
first we
right.
have Artificer.
Uh, I'm probably gonna do this as we go, but I'm gonna rattle off characters I've played as this class. And the only one I've played as Artificer is Ghost.
Would
Oh,
you
oh,
like to tell the people who Ghost is, or are you going to save that as a
I'm about to explain.
surprise? Okay, all right.
Ghost is a Warforged artillerist artificer who, yes, I know is a very basic combo setup, but the reason why he's a Warforged is because the spell Soul Cage, and he just kind of inhabited a Warforged chassis for 1,000 or so years, and thus amnesia by all extensions. And I really enjoy him. Warforged just artificers get some real cool stuff at mid levels.
Yeah. Personally, I've never played in an Artificer. I do want to at some point, especially because they go pew pew a lot, and I
It's
like
really
that.
good if you have a engineering degree.
Well, we took the same engineering
We took
class.
the same engineering class actually.
We took the same engineering class in high school. That's
Yep.
enough, right?
Yeah. I got far with it.
Yeah, it's fine. Uh,
I also feel
okay.
like with Artificer you can flavor you make what your level up stuff is. Like
Yeah.
Arcturus has a bunch of cannons that they can pop out or make. So for Ghost, he just handmade, hand carved each cannon and had a big bag full of them. Fucking cool.
Nice.
Uh, I would say A, because you can do lots of in combat, out of combat, role playing. You have a lot of
Uh,
freedom with story development and what to write for a character.
okay. Um, I am currently looking up the the tier list template because I forgot what the categories were. So we have,
A tier is pretty up there, but it's not like S where it's
yeah, it's not
perfect
S tier,
pinnacle.
yeah. So I think in terms of character creation, Artificer does give you like a lot to go with.
Yeah,
Um,
and they
practicality, as long as you know what you're doing, you can play an Artificer, but it's definitely not one of those classes that you can like, oh,
jump in.
I'm new to D&D. I want to play this. Let's go. Like that takes
Yeah,
some
that takes a little bit
explaining.
because like you get spells when you hit your subclass, and then like tools also come with your subclass, and each
Yeah.
subclass has like a different feature and dodge and shit. Incapacitated is like in the battlesmith subclass stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot. I'm gonna put it at B tier, I think.
I'm fine
Just
with
to
B tier
just to keep
because
things
it's
neutral for
yeah
now.
the I don't even have any real big gripes with Artificer, except for maybe
Okay.
like it doesn't have any new subclasses yet. But that's not Artificer's fault, is it?
It's not my fault either. Um, all right, next is oh wait, so you're going with A tier?
Yeah, I feel like we can average it out at B.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Um, so overall B tier.
Yeah,
Okay. Next in the list
B
is
for Barbarian.
B for Barbarian. Yeah, guys.
uh, it's fine. It this is the like one of the few classes that like I know nothing of this game. Here's a barbarian character sheet.
That is definitely one of the yeah. Barbarians are certainly like, oh, you don't know what D&D is? Get mad and hit stuff. That's what this one
Yeah,
is. Get mad and hit stuff. You want to put all of those points into strength and just go.
strength and constitution, nothing else
Yeah,
matters.
nothing else matters. You can dump the rest.
But if you know what you're doing, you could definitely fuck around and find out.
What
I
is
had
brutal?
a wild magic tabaxi barbarian named Summer, who I love
Hmm.
dearly, and she was in a Curse of Strahd campaign, and it didn't end well because of my natural disposition to roll poorly,
Hmm.
and we didn't exactly have a cleric in the party.
Oh.
So there was a moment where in one fight I got up and down from being knocked out and unconscious 4 different times. I've
4 times.
4 times in one combat.
In one combat? Dude.
Yeah, it got bad.
Oh, what was the rest of your party? Do you remember?
It was a sorcerer, actually two
Squishy.
sorcerers.
Squishy.
It was the three of us.
Oh, so there were two sorcerers and a barbarian. Well,
I know there was
listen,
more, but like shit happened, and then it just became the three of us. So we just kind of like ran with it.
listen. You were your party's tank,
Yep,
and you tanked well. That's it.
yep. One was changeling, who they got together after the campaign ended because it crashed and burned.
Oh,
No, uh, I'm pretty sure like a paladin or some holy person joined later on, and catastrophe struck. And the other one was I forgot the race, but the subclass was draconic bloodline.
oh.
So it was interesting.
I mean, yeah, that is an interesting group of adventurers. That's pretty cool, actually. I think for ease of playing for a new player, Barbarian is good. Barbarian at higher level is crazy if you manage to
To get
I guess
there.
build it right.
Mm,
Yeah, and to get there a lot of a lot of campaigns don't
yeah.
RIP. Uh that was also the reason that Ah, uh,
Stop yawning.
I can't. That was
Oh,
also the reason I wanted to make Ascendance like not only do you guys get to play at level 20, you also get to play at every other level too.
yeah.
uh,
Plus, like barbarians, I'm pretty sure it's like the only one of the only classes that like get something every level.
yeah. Bro, Danger Sense?
Actually, wait, no, monk,
I see.
monk, ranger, monk, barbarian, rogue are the only classes that get something every level.
Did you know that a 20th level barbarian gets unlimited rages?
I do now.
That's crazy.
No one gets unlimited anything. That's incredibly fucked up.
Oh, and the rage damage increases to +4.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're just melting anything and everything.
Right, like
The minute you get like the +4 damage on rage die, you just stop playing.
All right. I'm thinking C
I,
to B.
I was about to say B tier because it's another like nothing wrong with it, nothing great about it. It is
Yeah.
a staple in the community for a reason.
Okay, yeah. But B
Yeah,
tier again for Barbarian.
B tier agreed.
Uh, B for Bard. We love bards in this house.
I have played 2 in my lifetime, and one is, well, both are very traumatized. One in the past tense, one in the present tense.
My, oof, I don't know if I've ever, I feel like I have. I've played a
I
bard at
don't
least
think you
once.
have, to my
Maybe not
knowledge.
with you.
Yeah, I was about to say to my knowledge.
Uh, I, oh my God, wait, hold on. They are
Yeah,
proficient in long swords.
they are.
Yes.
I think I write that down every time, but I just don't take a long sword.
Dude, they're proficient in long swords and short swords.
Also, um, the fucking jack of all trades
Top
also
tier.
applies to initiative.
Yes, I know. I have played a bard.
Okay.
Yep, I've played a bard and it was completely broken and it was the best time.
The biggest gripe I have with the bard is that none of their spells are single targets. And if they are, it's aid, like support spells.
Mm.
So like if you roll shit on like your weapon die or like you have no weapons on you and you
Hmm.
only have spells, you're fucked.
Uh, I like the fact that bards can be both support and like good fighters if you build it right.
Yeah.
Um, Typically they are more support leaning, and that's usually how I use my bards. But more power to you if you're just like going in guns blazing as a bard, cause I know your hit points are low, baby.
Yeah, that was me about last weekend on Sunday.
Hmm.
I'm playing a Kenku bard named Nightgale, who is also a multi-class as rogue. Ran up to a like a young adult dragon.
Oh.
I missed everything.
Oh.
And then immediately after my turn, it was the dragons, and it's like I want to taste, I want to see what you taste like, and I'm just sitting like, mother.
Mother. But we have to give credit where credit is due, especially for their subclasses.
Their subclasses are great. They
There are
excel in
so
what they need
many
to
of them.
do.
There's so many colleges.
Okay, coming from experience,
Mm.
the one feature of College of Whispers Bard is their fucking not guiding whispers. Where is it? Where's the terror? You don't get to use it a lot, or at least I haven't gotten to use it a lot because I had 2 people in the party that started multiple genocides.
What? Why?
We needed to get through, and their answer was to hit everything in sight. Yes, including a building.
I can't play with people like that. I just like I understand. I get it if you're just here to fight, but like there
Please.
there's story and like world building that I'm sure someone put a lot of time and effort into.
I remember one time those 2 people, like one was a Echo Fighter War Turtle. No, not War Turtle. Turtle.
What?
Don't worry about it. The other was Homebrew, the High Heavens, and took on alone. By the way, just the 2 of them, a level 20 character. The DM made. That's a bar fight, and then proceed to bar crawl. I have disassociated in that campaign for about 2 years.
You're still in it?
Yeah, we're almost done.
The way I would have left.
I was teetering on it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I didn't want to seem rude. We also had a dragon at like level 3.
You had a dragon?
Yeah.
Like just with you in the party?
Yeah, as a pet.
How old was it?
Young adult.
You had a young adult dragon.
So it was the bronze dragon. The 2 of them, we had multiple win conditions at our disposal. I didn't need to be there.
I don't even. Oh.
It took until like a year or 2 ago for me to use one of my bard like features. Yeah.
I feel like playing a bard in a campaign with those types of characters, it's just why am I here?
Yeah, and like each time I'm just like, I don't need to be here. I kept missing. It didn't help that I missed almost everything in each combat on different days, different times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just really you roll badly.
I was there. Sucked, man.
You roll badly. I don't know what to say to that other than thank you for your sacrifice.
Oh, man.
One thing I will admit to for Ascendance, is I have skewed the like the damage die a bit, but only ever in you guys' favor. I need that to be known. Like
doesn't feel like it.
I swear to, so the rolls to hit I never change, but the actual damage die, like if something is supposed to do maybe 2d6 plus 4 points of damage, I'm like that's all of their hit points and then some because you guys are currently level 1. So I was like I'm just going to roll 2d4.
I feel like once we hit like level like their level, like at least on me, let me have it.
When
the nervous beatboxing.
Just nervous beatboxing, because it's like I really, really, really don't want you guys to go down and to die. Yeah. And even though I've said before that you guys can't perma-die, I don't want to have to make up a mechanic for that. Just stay alive. Listen, I've already come up with like the world and everything else in it. All
no,
right?
I want you to make up a mechanic as to why we can't reincarnate yet.
What?
I don't know. I'm just like make up a rule set for like reincarnation or some shit.
No. I have
Coward.
too I hate you. Sometimes I really do. Anyway, um, right, where are we putting Bard on?
More Bard. I
I don't want to keep saying B tier, but I love bards so much. They're so broken.
my biggest gripe is just their lack of single target spells. C tier.
I'll go with C tier.
They can do amazing things, but like if they are too crowded with their party in a ring,
Mm-hmm.
they are practically useless on damage front. And then like the only single target spell that they do get is Vicious Mockery.
Which does like what, a 1d4 of damage?
One, yeah, like sure, like oh cool, it stuns you and shit, but like it means nothing at mid to high levels when
Yeah,
everyone's doing like I do 68 points of damage
per turn in
per
combat.
turn with multiple turns. Meanwhile, you're here like I roll 4d4. That's 12.
You did
That's
something.
it.
You were helpful, and we love you for that.
Like
I thought my mouse just died. I was like, oh, that's inconvenient.
that's mm,
C tier for cleric.
C tier.
Uh,
Cleric. I play a lot of these. Co,
yes, you
obviously.
do.
I played Cleric Co. I'm playing Fenhorn Lightspell with a Twilight Cleric, slightly homebrewed. I've played Kame, who's another Life Cleric, and Spark, who's a War Cleric. And
Gotta love. I love
War Clerics are so
clerics.
interesting,
I love
especially
war
when you
clerics.
multi-class into Barbarian.
Oh my goodness. That multi-class combination. Mwah, mwah.
Yeah, because like War Priest isn't exactly magic, so you can use it while raging.
That's awesome. I forgot you can't use magic while you're raging.
Yeah,
That would be a bit too OP, wouldn't it?
a little. Also, like even if you didn't take Barbarian first level, you still get the fucking martial weapons proficiency from War Cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Channel Divinity War God's Blessing. 6th level, when a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to grant that creature a plus 10 bonus to the roll using your Channel Divinity. You can make this choice after you see the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses.
Okay.
That's insane.
Yeah,
For
that
6th level.
That's only a 6th. Wow, okay. I also love that they get medium armor right off the bat. Like
That's all clerics.
yeah, I'm just saying. I'm like
Oh.
all clerics.
I thought you're still on like War Clerics specifically.
No, I'm not on war clerics. You were on war clerics.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
on clerics. The fact that they get like scale mail and just can automatically start with the good shit as a support class and you get a shield as a support class. What? Yes, I want my AC to be high. Thank you.
The benefit of being a cleric is that you have two options of being a health sponge or an AC or a action eater.
Yes,
because your AC is just so high, and I love that.
Absolutely adore clerics. Not to mention all those people with mommy, daddy, and like religious trauma.
Hi, religious trauma here. Put down the bard.
I mean, there's no better class.
There's no. I mean, you can also exude religious trauma through sorcerer.
You can, but I feel like it just doesn't hit the same unless you're doing something where it's like it's in my blood and therefore I cannot get rid of it even if I wanted to. That's
Mm,
definitely a very interesting character
yeah.
trope that I love. I'm putting cleric in A tier. I'm biased. I
Yeah,
love
I agree with that.
clerics. I love clerics.
Love me a good cleric.
Love me a good cleric. Definitely not thinking about Ashley Johnson right now.
Uh-huh. Druid.
Druid.
I have played a Loxodon Druid once. She was amazing. Her name was Ivy. I want to play her again.
Listen to me very carefully.
Yes.
Fighting a druid is bullshit. Those motherfuckers are so hard to kill because of wild shape.
So amazing.
So incredible. Such a great spell. And the fact that you get it at second level, like, what do you
Right?
mean I can turn into, like, literally a creature with the same amount of hit points, maybe even more, as I have currently, and then once I die as that creature, I'm still at full health, and I still have, like, Thorn Whip and and like just so many other spells, and druids are insane.
Yours are amazing.
Druids
If
are absolutely insane to play.
if you couldn't wrap your head around a cleric, or you didn't like want to play like a religious person, Druid
Druid.
is fills the exact same
Druid.
spots, then some.
Not to mention,
Starcraft
they're
Scores
also.
Druid is amazing.
Oh my goodness, yes. Bella plays the fuck out of
Oh,
Inizio as a Circle of Spores druid, alright?
so good.
It's
I
so good.
also realized that like we glossed over like Dylan in a sentence, who is our bard.
Who is our bard? I feel like we haven't seen all that Dylan can do yet, and it's
Mhm.
probably because you guys have been at level 1 for 4 episodes, which, by the
Yeah,
way, not the plan. I was gonna go maybe two episodes with you guys as level 1, because I really wanted to hammer home. Uh, yeah, that's right. I really,
Hammer Home.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
don't try to gaslight me.
I'm not trying.
Uh,
Who's trying to gaslight you? What?
I really wanted to push the feeling of uselessness
Mm.
as going from level 20 to level 1, which is another reason I added the Fallen faction, which I regret naming that because that is a brilliant name for all of you being fallen gods.
Oh yeah. Oh, God, we still have to make a name for ourselves.
Yeah, you guys still need a party name. I'm only gonna give you a couple more levels.
I got an idea.
What was the idea?
I'm gonna fucking send it in chat first before I say it here in case it doesn't go through.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm worrying. As the DM, I'm worrying. I can hear you typing. I'm immediately just looking at the Discord. Oh, you pressed enter.
I press enter.
Oh my god. Wait. The godless bastards. I'm just imagining you guys getting to higher level, and it's like
Like they
this
take notes. Like what do they call themselves? The godless
the
bastards.
godless
Apparently,
bastards.
they
Why are
what?
we asking them for help? Oh
The
my
double
goodness.
entendres are insane.
And it's super funny because 2 out of the 5 of you are not godless. You are
Yeah,
you are very specifically getting your powers from gods.
trust me, the irony is not lost on me. However, I don't think Ko will be the one to bring up the party name, given that fact.
That is fair. I do believe that you and Peyton, who plays Briar Newman, uh, you guys might want to be a little hush hush, maybe about
Yeah.
about that. It's just like, why do you guys call yourselves the Godless Bastards? Ah, well.
The rest of the party, you see, aside from me and Briar, are don't exactly believe. I don't know why.
Could you imagine? Wait. It's because you saying that they don't believe is hilarious to me, only because they were literally gods.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you not believe in the thing that you were?
I, I think it's a good name.
I mean, yeah,
Uh,
it's super funny.
it is now a matter of do the others like it? We
We shall see.
shall see.
Back to ranking. The druid is
I would
either
say
A
a
or B tier
solid
for
A.
me.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna give it an A.
yeah. Do I just like support classes?
Maybe.
I think I just like support classes. I think I'm just biased. Um, fighter.
Again, another basic. If you really don't know anything about D&D, here you
Yeah.
go.
You want to be just a guy.
I also feel like because of this, I have a character in my head that is a human fighter,
Mm-hmm.
champion specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't do anything extra. The he's just here. It's just like the fucking common man that's just like, okay, we can't take on a Tarrasque, guys. And then everyone's like, yes, we can. We're heroes. We got this. They're like, no, we
We
can't.
can.
We will die.
I do love Second Wind.
Second one's great.
Second Wind and Action Surge are both great for me. Um, but fighters are just so basic.
But
I
I also
feel
feel like
like
because of that, you can just cook so much more, like with the character itself.
with the character itself, definitely, like I see what you're saying. Because the class doesn't really lend a lot, you have the opportunity to like flesh out your personality more, like to be
Yeah,
an actual character instead of like, I'm this class and that's the most important thing about me.
yeah. Uh,
They get they get, they get an extra attack at 20th level. That's
it's fucked up.
you can attack 4 times whenever you take the attack action on your turn. That's all they get.
That's it. That's it.
That's
And I
it.
feel like just like playing up the fact that fighters are just basically like the everyman,
Yeah.
and just leaning into that is hilarious. As you go and fight gods and be like, guys, I swear to you, we're gonna die. You have +5 armor. What do you mean we're gonna die? How do
I
we
can only
get here?
I can only hit him 4 times. I can only hit him 4 times.
Just like thinking, like, how did I get here as a character in a party full of demigod like powerful beings?
Yeah.
And
And I'm just here?
I'm my name's Phil.
Name's Norman. 'Cause I'm just a normal man.
My name's Norman Guys.
Norman guy. 'Cause I'm just a normal man guy.
Man Guy. Middle name's Man with 2 N's.
He's currently on his third wife. The other two divorced him. He
Got 6
has
kids. All have
yeah,
child
yeah.
support.
All of this child support he has to pay. That's why he goes adventuring, because it makes good money, and he's really hoping that if he dies in battle, he
So you
gets to
can get out of
stop
paying.
play. He gets to stop paying child support. If any of his party members are rich, he immediately begins flirting with
Like
them.
suck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he could have been a bard, but he doesn't exactly have the musical like intuition to be so. Sorcerer, no magical capabilities.
Right.
Warlock, what the fuck?
Warlock doesn't want to get into another contract.
Cleric, he got, I don't know how big a holy man is supposed to pay for 6 child support payments.
Right. Like, being holy is a little too, non-financial.
Same can be said for druid.
Yeah. Plus, that's
He's
a lot
not
of, like, learning about plants and animals and stuff. Like, that's a lot.
The same can be said for artificer, except change plants and animals for, like,
To
machinery
engineering.
and engineering and shit.
Both magical and non-magical engineering.
Yeah. Paladin, cleric, but, like, you're a cop.
Right, which I feel like he definitely doesn't want to be.
Monk, like, who doesn't exactly have time.
Listen.
And again, not financially stable enough.
Yeah, my man needs a drink and a cigarette. He is not going to abstain from earthly pleasures, all right? That's not happening.
Ranger.
Not good with a bow. Just
Ranger, full stop.
Ranger, full stop.
Rogue. He's been caught a few times, but he's not exactly the lightest on his feet, you know?
Yeah, my man is clumsy. And I think that's all the
That's it?
Barbarian. He gets he gets into a half rage whenever he's drunk enough, but it's not.
I'm about to say, like, he only rages when he's drunk.
Stay out of my head. And then Wizard, again, that's way too much learning, way too much school.
Learning, studying. Yeah. That costs more money.
That costs more money that he doesn't have. Yeah, normal man guy is just... He's normal a fighter. Man guy. He's a fighter through and through.
Pay off his bills and debt.
He's gonna be an NPC now.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I have to make normal man guy. No.
I really hope he becomes like a reoccurring character. Just so it's just like, oh, Norma, what's happening? How's the six kids you got?
I do, you know what? I do have a spot that needed to be filled, and now it's filled. Thank you.
He's the we know a guy.
He's gonna be the mailman. Yeah, he was hired as a part-timer by the, I was gonna say national. No, there's a global mailing system. Some countries don't mail to each other because of like disputes and stuff, but yeah, he has I almost said a sending stone. It's just a teleportation room that takes him to like whoever the letter is addressed to. So he'll just pop up at random intervals and be like, "Oh, you have a letter."
I feel like Inicio would be like, "Oh, good, a new mailman to terrorize."
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Except he's just a man. Please, he's just a man. He's just a guy. Please.
I feel like with Inicio specifically, he would be too like jaded and not giving a fuck to be like creeped out. He would look at what Inicio would do and be like, "Cool, next."
Norman is tired. Norman is exhausted.
He has bills to pay. He's gotta go home and smoke that sativa.
Yeah, man. Child support. 6 kids is ridiculous.
6 kids is crazy.
And you know his tendencies to be a drunk don't really help his third marriage, his relationships, you know. This man is gonna be trauma dumping the whole campaign.
I really want you to like randomize each like race for the wife.
Yes.
Like he seems normal. They're like, oh, you got with like, you know, like another human, like a half elf.
Oh
now he's freaky.
Oh my god, I have the perfect place to put him and his children.
Foster home?
No, 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 that wasn't what I was going to say. Um,
However, think about it.
Listen,
Think about it.
sometimes they can just be with their mom. He has 6 children, two with each, two, two with each wife, seven with each wife.
The wives are all like rich in different ways. So
Yeah,
like they don't
yeah,
really need
Mans was aiming for that bag
it.
from the start. And then it just
Yeah.
got worse the more kids he happened to have. He keeps thinking like, okay, if we have children, this time she won't be able to leave.
Trying to baby trap the wife.
The divorce courts know him by name.
I love the character I've made over talking about the fighter in a tier list.
Yeah, Fighter is a tier list. To me, it's just, it needs a bit more razzle dazzle.
I mean, you have Echo Fighter and Arcane Fighter and I'm sorry, Arcane Archer, Rune Knight.
Oh, wow,
I
yeah. Arcane Archer, Battle Master, Cavalier, Champion, Eldritch Knight. That's pretty cool.
I do wish Samurai was a bit more like a faux paladin, if you will.
Yeah. Psy Warrior is cool. Purple Dragon Knight?
Yeah, that's new.
There are purple dragons?
Yeah, it's new. It's ionic breath weapons. There's also gem dragons.
Okay, alright, hold on.
We'll do like a race look over in a different episode of the podcast.
We will, but can we talk about how cool a psionic breath weapon is?
Oh, it's fucking metal as hell.
Cause that's
Like it's just essentially blasting you with information in
right.
psionic energy.
The dragon is just autistic. Please just let me info dump, please.
Like, if you ever need like paragraphs of information for a psionic dragon, I got you. I'll write you
Appreciate that.
paragraphs about One Piece so fast, it's done.
Oh my
It's over.
God.
You don't know what you're saying, but like everyone will take psychic damage.
Everyone will take psychic damage. It's guaranteed.
Absolutely.
I'm still gonna put it at D tier.
I say C. I see the value of it. I see the potential of it in
Okay.
terms of like the character playing it.
I'll just put it in the middle.
Yeah. Monk.
Monk. Monks are actually super awesome. I've seen one played professionally. Incredible.
Mhm. Monks are so insane.
I can
I
understand sorcerer points, but I don't understand key points, which is which I know is strange, but
I don't think I've played a monk before, like an actual like D&D based monk.
oh, and the fact that they get slow fall,
Right.
like, excuse me, what?
Like the minute you pass like 13th level, you just start becoming god.
Yes. Perfect self at 20th level. Well, now I have to. Now I have to see what that
Yeah, I
is.
gotta.
Perfect self. At 20th level, when you roll for initiative and have no key points remaining, you regain 4 key points.
Like, at 13th level, you learn to touch the key of other minds so that you understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say. Meaning any like language based build is out the window the minute you hit 13th level with a monk in the party.
High level monks are just gods. Like,
Yeah. Just casual gods.
just
roaming the earth.
casual gods. Yeah. Empty Body is super cool at 18th level. You can use your action to spend 4 key points to become invisible for 1 minute. And you can spend 8 key points to cast the astral projection spell without needing material components. When you do so, you can't take any other creatures with you. Astral projection.
It's
I'll
a
look that up.
fucking. It's a crazy spell.
It's
It's a
crazy. Timeless
multi.
body.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't be aged magically. So that's pretty cool. You can still die of old age, however. In addition, you no longer need food or water. I cut.
So
I
like,
might cut out. In addition, you no longer need food or water.
yeah. So like, if you're like an.
What?
Like, if you're an elf monk, you don't need to sleep. You don't need to eat. You don't need to eat
You can
or
just
drink. You can just exist
you can
off of
just
4 hours
exist.
of trance.
That's crazy. Can we discuss how crazy it is that short rests are like 30 minutes to an hour, but a long rest has to be 8
The eight
hours at the
hours.
very least? It's like, okay, all right, that's
I feel like it should have been like 2 to 8 hours for like a long rest.
maybe at least 4 to 8, right? Like,
Yeah. Like, have some overlap range, please.
please. Like, how did we go from I feel a little bit better after an hour of rest, and then it's like you don't get any of your spell slots back, you don't get
No.
uh anything back until you've rested for a full 8 hours. What if I'm on a time crunch?
Right.
What if no, that's
I
it.
would
What
love
if
to. I would love to see like a race that isn't an elf, a sub race, where they just get 4 hours and count that as like 8 hours of rest for them.
yeah.
But
That
it'd be
isn't an elf.
detrimental. Yeah, but if they go to like 8 hours fully, it'd be like essentially them getting insomnia, so they get like an exhaustion point.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea, actually. You should do that.
I should add that to the book I have.
Add that. Add it to the book
Add,
you have.
I'll add that.
Speaking of which, Yato is making a book.
Yeah, it's been in the work for years.
Years. Yep, as many
Years.
books are.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Man, I'm still.
What?
Like a second. None. Thinking to myself.
Oh, okay. We're halfway
Monk.
through this ranking. I'm so glad. Anyway, Monk. I
I
know
don't want
that
to say B tier. I don't want to say B tier.
I feel like it's better than B tier, but once you get to higher levels, does that make sense? Like, but low level monks are also awesome.
Is it an S tier?
It might be an S tier. Yeah, man, I gotta, cause
They could just do everything a fighter does, but better.
but better. I'm you, but better.
Yeah. Like, and then when there are a fighter and monk in the same party, the synergy with them is outrageous. Depending on the subclass
Hmm.
for each.
Norman Guy has
Has a brother.
has a brother
Who's
who's just named
went to the
Better.
monastery. That's named who?
Better.
No, that's his nickname. His real name is Butler.
Yes, his real name is Butler Guy, but his nickname is just Better.
Yeah.
Better Guy. And yeah, he's a monk and his life is well better than his
Yeah.
brothers.
It's a wonder at what living in a monastery can do as a monk.
Yeah, it's crazy. They they come home
For like
for
Thanksgiving.
holidays. And every time their mom is just like, I'm so proud of my boy, and then like looks to looks to Norman and is just like, how are your kids? I am making an entire guy family.
I would like, if we ever play in the same campaign once again as players, we have to play as the brothers.
Yes, we have to play as Norman and Butler. Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh my god.
Monk is going in S tier, bro.
I can't believe that's the first S tier.
Me either. Switching us to Paladin.
You're a cop. F tier.
You are essentially just a magic cop.
I don't want to hear it from no narcs. But that's
Although
not to. Yeah.
I do love playing Oath of Vengeance.
Yeah.
Because they're just they're prime angst material, and I love me some good angst. I actually came up with a character idea the other day, which I will read to you now.
Oh. But for me, like, me saying like they're cops is not to discredit their features and shit. They have a lot of great features. I do wish having the different oaths a little bit, the tenets would impact your character more than just like, oh, I kind of loosely follow this. Otherwise, I'm just now immediately Oathbreaker Paladin.
The character idea that I had, a female Oath of Vengeance Paladin with suicidal tendencies, or if that's too much, self-sacrificing tendencies. Because her wife, who was an adventurer with her, was killed by a group of what are they called? They're like secret factions.
Spies?
An assassin's guild?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like, was killed maybe by like, yeah, just essentially an assassin's guild. And the only thing keeping her going is the thought of, one, killing the men who killed her wife, and two, someday reuniting with her wife in the afterlife. That's it.
Oh.
She's hoping to die in battle so that she can
that's
see her wife
real
again.
morbid but real sweet.
I'm so excited. Bella already agreed to run a campaign / and or one shot where I can play that character, and I'm so excited.
I think I have a character to pair well with that one.
Oh, do tell.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
No, you poor.
It's fine. You know about him already.
Oh. All right. I forgive you. Yeah, you know what? We can discuss this on the Patreon only one.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have a Patreon. You can get early access to all of our videos, including the public ones. With some tiers, you get to. I had words in my head, and then it just disappeared. With some tiers, you get early access, blooper reels for every episode of a campaign. Some of the higher tiers get Patreon only, both episodes of this podcast and Patreon only campaigns and or one shots that we're going to run. You can vote for your monthly patron stickers. Yeah, there are a lot of benefits. Also, we're playing Baldur's Gate 3 as as a group. Right now we're doing Ascendance characters. It's me, Zeta, Peyton, and Bella. So that's kind of exciting, except the game is glitching currently.
Oh no, what happened?
I don't even know. The game is just glitching right now, and I think we might have to go back to a to a different save.
Ooh.
Uh,
Also, I think you guys got the best pull of characters to play as because I don't know how it would have made Ko in Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah, especially because she's a satyr, and that's not an option.
Yeah,
Unless you have the mod.
no, I need to download mods for BG3, but I also need to beat the game. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I still haven't made it to Act 3. I have like 6 different characters I'm playing as.
Not a
And
single lick of them
nope,
made it past.
not a single one.
Also, I'm looking at paladins. They have a new subclass.
They what?
They have a new
What's the
open
oath?
sea.
Open sea?
Is kind of nice with it.
Oh,
Granted, it
that's...
is part of the Tal'Dorei campaign setting, but
Uh,
it's kind of nice.
local roll. You ran. You ran so that we could walk tentatively.
You ran so we can crawl.
You ran so we could crawl. I'm putting Paladin. I'd say C tier.
I would say C tier. Has a lot of cool stuff. Again, the only thing I wish for is that like tenants would be more active part of character post creation.
Whoa, there's a new class. Right underneath Monk.
Yeah, Mystic. I
Called a
saw that. I'm just
Mystic?
like, what the fuck is this?
It
It's a part of
Oh,
an
it's just
Unearthed Arcana.
psionics though.
Yeah, it's also part of Unearthed Arcana, so it's not officially out yet.
Right, right. One of them is
F.
called Avatar. Oh, this one has psi points.
Wu Jen. You got a lot of shit.
It is immortal question mark? The
Part of
immortal
Wu Jen
subclass?
features some of the most devoted mystics. These mystics seek to lock themselves away from the world, denying the limits of the physical world, and replacing it with reality that they create for themselves. Known as Rugens, these mystics cast their minds into the world, seize control of its fundamental principles, and rebuild it. In practical terms, Rugens excel at controlling the forces of the natural world. They can hurdle objects with their mind control for elements, alter reality to fit desires.
What? What?
What?
What?
This is a subclass for the mystics called Wu Jen. First level, you learn 2 additional psionic type disciplines of your choice. They must be chosen among the Wu Jen disciplines. Okay. You get. Oh my
I think
god.
I'm just gonna put this immediately in A tier because
It's kind of busted.
it sounds awesome. And super OP, but
But
oh my
I
god. You get 14 psi points at 3rd level, and it just keeps getting higher.
exponentially. I mean, it stagnates for a bit at like 10th level, and it jumps to 71.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Wait, whoa. Okay, so there are different talents and different disciplines too.
Yeah, talents.
Yeah. A psionic talent is a minor psionic effect you have mastered. At 1st level, you know 1 psionic talent of your choice. You learn additional talents of your choice at higher levels. And then a discipline is a rigid set of mental exercises that allows a mystic to manifest psionic power.
Energy beam.
A mystic masters only a few disciplines at a time. Bro, this is crazy.
There's a talent for this for them where, as an action, you can target one creature you can see within 90 feet of you. The target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage of your choice.
I
At 17th level, the max output you can have on this is 4d8.
I Is
This
this
is
S tier?
insane. This is another S tier.
Yeah, this is completely broken, and the next class I'm playing, because that's awesome.
Because why wouldn't I?
Right, like that's so cool. Immediately in S tier, yes. Ranger. Why do people shit on Rangers? I love Rangers. I love playing as Rangers.
I
You get
think people dunk on Rangers the most is because, like, not a lot of people choose to play it because the wording for each ability is confusing. B, they fill a very specific niche, which not a lot of Rangers are useful for. And
mhm.
C, other classes can do what Rangers do, but better.
But they're so helpful. Like
They are. That not to
Rangers
say
are
that they
so
aren't
helpful.
helpful.
They can't get lost in their own
Favorite terrain.
favored terrain. Do you know
Yeah.
how great that is if your favorite terrain is just something general like forests? What D&D campaign do you know besides the ones that literally take you into hell? Don't
Oh,
have at least one forest, right? Like
well, no, we've been in the forest of millions, man. Never mind.
primal awareness. Yes, primeval awareness too. Um Favorite enemy is great. Not to mention, you get the benefits of being good with medium armor,
Yeah.
magic, and long range attacks. Like Rangers literally have everything.
Remember. Oh, uh, a really good combo to do with Ranger is like a Goblin Hunter specifically. So that way, uh, you can either take Colossus Slayer or Giant Killer. Which,
Oh,
yeah, with Giant Killer specifically, when a large or larger creature within 5 feet of you hits or misses an attack, you use reaction to attack that creature immediately. Since you're a Goblin, a lot of stuff is larger than you.
yeah, yeah. Because goblins are small?
Are small. Pretty sure medium and small.
Yeah, yeah. Small to medium, I think.
Yeah, depending on the source book, small.
Okay. Uh, I'm biased, so I'm going to put Ranger in B tier.
C tier. I have no qualms against them. You can do stupid stuff with it if you just look. I
Let's
guess the
see.
the one thing killing the Goblin Hunter Ranger is that says when a large or larger creature, not medium or larger.
Right, right, right. Not necessarily larger than you, just like literally
Yeah,
something that is large or
large
larger.
class.
hmm I love rogues.
Rogues,
My
I,
sneaky stabby boys. I love them.
they're fine. I played a swashbuckler rogue named Claude. Yes, as in the insult Claude.
Haha.
Uh, yeah, he took that as like a term of endearment and just took it as a name.
mm.
Uh, but that was before I switched him out in the Fall Team Out campaign with Nightgale. Because the one sneaking session we had, I rolled in that one. I am
Dude.
cursed forever.
Dude, what did you do in a past life to deserve
I
these
don't know.
rolls, bro? What did you
We
do?
always ask this question, like, what did I do in a past life? And I want to find out.
I don't know. I do absolutely love sneak attack though, especially in
Keep
Baldur's
that's
Gate
great.
3, bro. It's so good. It's so good. Uncanny dodge is incredible. Evasion, like, come on, man.
Uh, Steady aim is useful. Expertise, evasion, blind
Blind
sense,
sense, yeah.
slippery mind. Yeah, A tier.
I
It's just good.
agree. Yeah.
Plus, then the subclasses add on to it.
Oh yeah, 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 and that's just like the base. Adding the subclasses is even better. Like,
Also, thieves can't
dude,
just like a random ass language.
thieves can't. Yes.
Most of the time,
Um,
yeah, it's like throwaway, but like when it becomes useful, it becomes useful.
right. Which is again a reason that I asked you guys uh for Ascendance. I was like, is anyone a rogue? Because we can do something real fun with that. uh but alas, no, none of you are a
You
rogue.
are cutting out. We'll let you know.
I know, I'm cutting out for you, but my
Not for okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
the recording can still hear me, so I
Good.
don't know what's happening with Discord.
No, you're fine.
We have 3 more classes,
3 more.
and then I can go upstairs and get me a snack. Sorcerer.
Uh, sorcerer
I'm biased
de
again.
decustomization class. Uh, you're cracked at this. I have a character named Nimbus who was born into a cult, and a
Uh,
lot of weird weather phenomenon happened during his birth. And
mhm.
so it's like, he is the Messiah. We must sacrifice him. And you're like, I'm out. No, bye.
Yeah, I got Aberrant Mind Sorcerer.
Hmm.
My character Tempest was a wood elf Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. Uh she was literally the equivalent of a streamer.
You cut out for that last part.
I know. She
Okay.
was the equivalent of a streamer. So she had like an online following and would like just be like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" I think they were called her Tempest Tribe or something.
You said she was a storm sorcerer or
No, she's not a storm sorcerer.
a
She's an
tempest?
aberrant mind
Aberrant.
sorcerer.
I hate that.
It's just that her name is Tempest.
Hate that. Because
I
Nimbus
love
is
her
a
so much.
because Nimbus is an actual storm sorcerer, and it's just like, I don't like where this is going for me. I'm leaving for my own life.
Oh,
Some of his
bro.
cult family is hunting him down.
At some point, like if we're in a campaign or one shot and we're both players, we should I should do Tempest and you should do
Nimbus,
Nimbus.
like, oh, cool. Like, you have like really fitting names with each other. That's just a coincidence. Uh,
Yeah, I'm not the same type of sorcerer actually. I do more like
I
horror and gore stuff.
I do wind or uh weather. I had an Irish accent for him, and then I immediately lost it. Like right this instant. How do I
Ugh.
do an Irish accent? I don't fucking know.
How do you do it? See, it's awful, but the way that I do an Irish accent is it's
Yeah.
just the lilt. Like the I'm I'm hearing it in my head and it's just it's switching between Irish and
Scottish.
who are those people that are like, don't you know, the ones with cheese. I'm doing so many stereotypes. I'm so
Wisconsin?
sorry. Yes, yes, it was Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, America.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
God, people, the town of fucking Wisconsin is gonna have you by the feet.
I thought Wisconsin was a state.
No,
Is Wisconsin not a state?
I don't know actually.
Wait, no, hold on.
What? Why is it a state? Country state? Huh? I'm wrong. Oh, the city.
Ah, I was right. It is a state. I may not know my cities, but
The
I
state of
know.
Wisconsin's gonna have you by the fucking feet.
Yeah, it's worse actually for me.
Yeah, it's not worse.
Where are we putting sorcerer?
A tier, if not S tier, just because like you can do a lot of shit with
You
it.
can do so much. I promise
Each
you, it's
sorcerer,
not just draconic bloodline, I promise.
each sorcerer is never the same. Even with the same subclasses, you can take that shit in
And just turn it
a billion
around,
different
yeah.
ways.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go with sorcerer as B tier.
Yeah,
Warlock.
Warlock. I
Literally
haven't
magical
played much
sugar
Warlocks.
babies?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
I hate. Listen, they have so few spell slots. Always. Eldritch Blast is great, but that's
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 it.
all you can do for so
Yeah.
long.
I mean, no, shocking grasp.
Okay, great, but I'm squishy and then I have to go up and actually touch somebody? I
Yeah,
just
but shocking grasp used to remove reactions.
hmm, I didn't know that about shocking grasp.
Yep.
Now
And
I know.
if
Knowing is half the
the
battle.
opponent is wearing metal, it is easier to hit.
Yeah, 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 that one I knew. Uh
Which is why I love the spell. And I'm mad that they changed it. Because now it doesn't fucking take away people's reactions anymore. It just does damage. And it sucks. I'm sad.
I don't know. I've never really liked warlocks. But
I
playing as one, it just felt like I was so nerfed all the
That's how I
time.
feel with bards. Like it just feels like the world is out to get me, but I can't do anything about it.
Right.
Like, yeah, I can do stuff, but that stuff is limited
Is
because
limited, yeah.
like I only have a limited amount of spell slots, or I only have like a limited amount of fucking single target spells. I don't want to hurt my friends. I don't want to do X, Y, Z.
Mm, I
I
mean,
also feel like Warlock and Bard share what I believe the same vein of having a lot of subclasses, but like not in a long ass while. Like the sheer volume of subclass for each is great, but we haven't gotten a new one in years.
mm-hmm.
And I feel like a new breath of fresh air just to give either of them something would be nice.
Yeah, I just
I would say
I'm gonna go with F tier. I
I'm gonna get B.
okay. We can
What's the average of
differ
that?
on that.
Yeah, G tier,
D tier?
C tier.
D
That's the
tier.
average.
C tier is average?
I think
Hold on.
never really assigned points to each tier.
Because there's F and then D and then
D,
C and then
C,
B
B,
and then
A,
A and
F.
then S. Uh, hmm,
C minus to D plus.
okay. All right. I'll put it in the middle between C and
Yeah,
D.
because that's really
Um,
what it is. Like, the potential of it is great, but the resource of it is what's the Achilles heel to it all, which is to help balance it.
right. And then
Wizard,
last but certainly, well, I was gonna say certainly not least, but I don't like wizards either.
come on, you had to like Brooke, the Air
I
Genasi wizard.
okay, all right. It was
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Um, but I'm a sorcerer at heart, and I'm biased. against wizards. Because,
The fact that you can grab other spells outside of level up, even if it does take time and money, is a great feature to have.
sorry, I was wincing at the idea of spending money.
Oh, come on! So what, you only want to change your spell slots every other level up? Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, Wizard's got a grimoire over here full of different spells for every occasion.
Whoa, what is a blade singing wizard? That
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Well,
Ooh,
now
war
you want to
wizard.
say, oh, Wizards are awesome.
Shut up. Shut up. Divination, enchantment, evocation. We knew these.
Divination
Uh,
Wizards go crazy, dude.
Divination with any magic class goes hard. It just does.
Divination specifically allows you to roll twice before today and keep
And then
those
yeah,
two.
um oh, what is it called? They did that in the first season of Fantasy High.
Fancy High.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot what they were called. Oh my god, it's been so long since since the first season
And
of
they have
Fantasy
like
High.
junior year out now.
I know, I'm so excited to watch it.
I gotta rewatch it all again just cause.
Man, season 2 was crazy.
There's blood magic. Hello.
Hello?
Of course from Tal'Dorei, but like, hello, blood magic.
What is it with
Tal'Dorei releasing really cool stuff for the classes that we all want more stuff in.
Oh, I was gonna say, what is it with Taldor in blood? But yeah.
That too.
Oh.
Graviturgy.
Yeah. Graviturgy. I mean, come on, right?
Come on. If you get creative with it, you're like, hey, I know it's not exactly within the subclasses like feature list, but can I
But
create a sphere of zero gravity?
ooh, what's gravity well? You've learned how to manipulate gravity around a living being. Whenever you cast a spell on a creature, you can move the target 5 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice. If the target is willing to move, the the spell hits it with an attack or it fails a saving throw against the spell. Oh, okay. I read that with the wrong intonation. It doesn't matter. Um, I'd give it a solid B tier.
I'll put it in B. I would give it like high B, low A. Like violent attraction, another creature that you can
Right, but
save to.
quarterstaffs?
Come on.
No.
Yeah.
No. Dude, those things are useless.
Are they?
They feel useless.
You know what else feels useless?
You?
Listen here, you little shit.
Listen, I genuinely thought that was what you were going to say.
No, that was not the setup.
How are you going to end that sentence?
I was gonna say something like, oh, I don't know, slings, darts.
Which are also the weapon proficiencies that wizards get. So it's just a whole slew of useless
No, wizards don't get slings and
weapons.
darts.
No, they definitely do. Daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, and light bows. Like light bows, like
Quarterstaff,
crossbows.
dagger, arcane focus, scars pack, spores pack. Yeah, those are proficiencies.
Yeah. But it's still a terrible weapon.
No,
Still really bad weapons options. Listen, I was being generous with B tier, all right? I was gonna put it in
blowgun
C.
is pretty useless.
What's useless? What?
Blowgun.
I
Say the
don't
joke.
know. Uh,
With
44
net.
times 4 gold pieces to buy your own equipment.
What all I'm saying is, wizards can schmix you. Anyway, it's not even about like using the melee combat, like the weaponry. It's about using the spells.
I
Their
want
whole focus.
I want to tell you what I heard you say. I heard you say withers
Wizards
could be sexy
can can mix
and
you.
I don't know what to do with the horrifying image that conjured in my brain.
No, wizards can still schmix you.
Oh. Oh, that's what you
Schmix.
said.
Got movement, movement.
All right.
Wizards are
Okay.
still.
I'm just gonna say B tier, man.
I'll take B tier.
Okay. That is all the classes that are currently available on 5e Tools. If you don't know what that website is and you play Dungeons and Dragons, where have you been?
Where you been?
5e Tools is a great free resource that all DMs should use always. But anyway,
Anywho,
it's been like an hour and 21 minutes, so this went so much longer than it should have, and I have low blood sugar and have been shaking for the solid 30 minutes.
go eat something.
Yeah, I do need to eat. So, bye guys.
Goodbye.